And welcome to this week's Market Outlook. You're here with your host, Pastor Pips. And with me today, we have Nathan. How you doing, my bro?
Yeah, all good, bro. All good.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And as always, guys, make sure to, of course, like, comment, and subscribe on all of our videos. Turn that bell notification to get notified whenever we post a new video. And also check out www.litcapital.co.uk to start your trading career with us. Now, as we always do, first things first is over to the economic calendar. And we're going to take a look at what next week has in store for us. So coming off straight off Monday, we don't really have much. We do have a New Zealand Labor Day. So a holiday for the New Zealand. So the NZD pairs might be dead. However, 9 a.m. sharp, we do have a German business climate index, high impact. Following Tuesday, we do have some consumer confidence for the dollar and also new home sales for the dollar at 3 p.m. Wednesday, we do have CPI for the Aussie, core durable goods order for the dollar, monetary policy for the CAD, interest rate decision for the CAD. And as always on a Wednesday, we do have crude oil inventories. And after that, we have a press conference. So for the CAD traders out there, it is a heavy week with interest rate decisions and loads of monetary policy reports. Now, looking closer towards Thursday, we do have some JPY, also monetary policy and outlook report. So my GJ traders, we do have quite a few GJ traders. So please do keep an eye out and trade safely. We do also have a German unemployment change for the euro, deposit facility rate, marginal lending facility, and also interest rate decision for the euro. So, of course, recently we have seen the euro continue to drop against the pairs such as AED and NZD. So maybe potentially we could see some positivity come and boost the euro. We also have GDP and jobless claims for the dollar, followed by ECB's press conference and pending home sales for the dollar. Now, last but not least, on Friday, we do have retail sales and also German GDP and also CPI for the euro. And lastly, CAD's GDP. So yeah, it's like looking at the economic calendar is very, very heavy next week, which means that we should get the volatility that we need to enter some trades. As you know, last week hasn't been, too exciting. Now, first things first is I'm going to start off with the Nasdaq 100 for the NAS traders out there. I feel like the NAS has got quite a good setup for the week ahead, and even last week it has been playing out. So looking at the picture here from the daily, we did just break this daily lower high here. So I am expecting some bullish intent from the NAS. Of course, looking closer at the S&P and the US 30, those pairs have definitely broken their all-time highs and are continuing to push up higher. However, what I am looking for is a pullback to around 15,141 for a potential continuation. So coming down the time frames, looking at the 8-hour, we can see the area that I am trying to play out of. We're seeing some good rejection so far. I don't really expect price to really push down and give a full-on retracement, a full-on pullback, what we're usually used to seeing. I don't believe we're going to get that. However, I do believe we do have this 8-hour lit block candle here that could potentially give us that continuation to the upside. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for that that setup there. We'll definitely post this one up in the Discord. The next pair that I am going to go through with you guys, the dollar currency index. Looking at things from the daily perspective, okay, we have seen a few reactions from this daily candle, okay, but it has not been a move that has continued to the upper room, as Ned says. However, I do have a 4-hour candle which is sitting inside of the daily zone, where I would like to see the DXY head down lower. Okay, so this area would be ideal in terms of DXY potentially pushing up higher. However, on the lower time frame, such as the 2-hour and the 1-hour, price is currently bearish. So we should see the majors gain strength against the dollar. Now, last but not least, for me, will be on GBPUSD. So we have seen that colossal drop that I was expecting on GBPUSD. We are around 50% of this weekly swing that I've got marked up here. I know it's a little bit difficult to see, but we have hit around 50%. So coming a little bit closer, this is our new swing leg. We could potentially see a lower low be created somewhere around here for a potential lower high for price to continue. So yeah, the pullback is definitely needed. However, you know, I don't believe we are going to get that just yet. Okay, so looking a little bit closer towards the 3 hour and the 4 hour, I do have this candle where we have seen price previously mitigate from and create a new low. So potentially if we do push up higher, try and take out some of the sellers, this will be the first area that I'll be looking at. But potentially you could also look at my eye level here. So, you know, there's been a lot of sellers. There's been a massive sell-off for around just under 650 pips. So it's a lot of downside movement. So definitely wouldn't be surprised if we do see some liquidity taken out to the upside. And yeah, with that being said, that's all from me today. I'm going to pass you guys over to Nathan. Take over, my bro.
Yes. My bad, I was on mute. Cool. What's up, guys? It's Lit Cap Nate, aka Big Bro, the Skin Glow. You already know. Hope you guys are well. Let me just share my screen. Cool. So starting off, we are looking at gold. I might come over to the weekly. So looking at, you know, the structure on the weekly, what we can see is that, get rid of the fib. Cool. So what we can see on the weekly is that, you know, we are actually bullish, you know, with our previous high being up here. So I come down to the daily now, what we will see is that where I'm actually expecting us to get our higher low, we are actually approaching. Now on the daily, we are seeing bearish structure approaching this zone, right? So now, if I just come down to the 3 hour, what we can see is that we've actually played into, I think it was yesterday, yeah, Friday. So we've actually played into this 3 hour candle yesterday, and from the looks of it, we are having a good reaction to the side. So I've got two areas, and I'm actually looking for us to actually continue to the downside and actually give us that push down to our weekly candle, where we could potentially be taking some long buys from. So the first one is actually up here, just looking at this candle, which is a fair amount of pips away. However, it is the first area that, you know, that we potentially could get this big sell-off from. So we have this 3 hour candle with some imbalance just underneath. Above that, we do have equal highs, making me think that we could potentially push a bit higher up into this 8 hour candle sitting right here. So yeah, both areas are a fair bit of, you know, pips away. However, once we do get up there, we can expect, you know, big pushes lower from these areas to give us that final, you know, higher low to then push us up, as we looked at on the weekly. So you guys just fibbing from our previous lower high to a higher high. Higher low to higher high. We are actually, well, this weekly candle is actually in line with the 79%, which all of us over here at Lit Capital know as the G spot, if you will, right? When we're looking at the fib. So this is looking like a very, very, promising setup if we can actually get it, right? So moving on to GBPUSD, I'll just start up on the weekly. So on the weekly, we can actually see that overall, we are actually, you know, pretty bearish on GBPUSD. Now, if I come down to the daily, what we can see is that, you know, we did have a point where we actually broke structure to the downside. This was our previous higher low before making this higher high. Now, after we broke structure, we actually did come into, well, we did actually daily candle and, you know, actually play out of it. So now what I'm looking at, if I come down to the 1 hour, is, so you can see it a bit clearer now. So we were bullish up until this point where we got up to this daily candle. If I come to the line chart very quickly, you can see that, you know, this is our previous higher low. Then we made a higher high. So I would really like us to come into this 3 hour candle over here. Wicked. So I would prefer us to actually come into this 3-hour candle down here. No, we played into it, but I would like us to get a little bit deeper into it, break structure, you know, get a close above this previous structure point, and then actually push up to bring us up to this 1-hour candle that we have actually 2 times to it for a 3rd time and play out of it. That would be amazing. So my targets for this, if we can get the sales from up here, would actually be, my first target would be down here. Well, my main target really, if we're looking to continue the bearish structure, you know, we could actually look to target down here at our previous lower low. So, you know, on the higher time frames. So again, a lot of pips up for grabs, but focusing on the first things first, we would need to see this break of structure first. And then obviously, you know, have a push up into our eye candle that we played into a couple of times, and then obviously make that push lower. But once again, first target would obviously be here. All of this information we will be providing inside of our Discord that you could actually get access to via the Lit Capital website. So if it's setups you're looking for, we've got that for you. If it's education you're looking for, we've got that for you, right? So, you know, have a look at what we provide. I'm sure you will find something, you know, that is very tailored towards yourself, you guys watching this video right now. So with that being said, we hope this video finds you well. Remember to take care. And remember, every day is money
Is money day. Peace.